TV5 First Alert Forecast, certified most accurate by Weather Rate.
Well, we did have a little bit of snow yesterday evening, but a lot of folks ended up not seeing any snowfall moving through. So most roadways still dry this morning. If you do have any dampness on your roadways as you're heading out, just be sure to at least drive safely, as we could see a little bit of refreezing. But so far, we haven't really seen a lot of widespread issues across the area. So there's CMU's campus in Mount Pleasant, kind of a good example of this. You can see in the parking lot a light dusting of snow in a few spots, but not really covering the parking lot all too much. But that's just what we'll be on the lookout for this morning. High temperatures for today are going to be very similar to yesterday. We're back above freezing, 37 in the Tri-Cities, 37 also in Flint, a middle 30s if you're up north in the Thumb and into our western counties. You will notice the wind chills into the 20s for this morning, but we're back to the 30s for this afternoon. So relatively feeling just a few degrees warmer than it did yesterday. Our wind has slowed back down. That'll be mostly out of the east today with a speed around 5 to 10 miles per hour. But there's our incoming system on your First Alert Sky Tracker. That's what brings our next chance of snow once we head into the overnight hours tonight. Certainly all dry though right now on your First Alert Pinpoint Doppler live from MBS, just the cloud coverage that we have over us. So this is towards noon today, still just looking at overcast skies, everything all dry there too. That's by 5 p.m. also dry. If you have any holiday shopping maybe that you're doing today, or if you just have any errands to run for the weekend, everything should be all good as you're heading out during the daylight hours. This is once we head past sunset. This is at around 8 to 9 p.m. Notice a few of these scattered snow showers start to pick up if you're north of the Saginaw Bay and into our northern counties by around midnight, and also towards 3 a.m. is when the snow should be the most widespread across our area. You can still see nothing all too heavy here, but the snow, at least everybody has a better chance to see it compared to yesterday. But that'll be moving through from mostly from the northwest and towards the east, and then towards around 9 to 10 a.m. on Friday, most of that snowfall already leaving the area, and that'll leave us with a dry afternoon on Sunday, with the exception of maybe just an isolated lake effect flurry in northern Huron County. But otherwise, really just expecting a dry Sunday once that snow moves out from the morning. But your snow predictor showing not much snow for us. Again, this is going to be very similar to what we saw yesterday for folks who even did see snow. Only up to an inch at the most is going to be expected, but a lot of these totals really just going to be more of a trace. But we do have a better chance to see some slight accumulations just on grassy or elevated surfaces, just given that we do have slightly colder temperatures as we head into the overnight hours. Yesterday when that snow was falling, it was still falling into temperatures that were in the middle and even upper 30s. But we have been looking forward towards next week too. It's right around mid to late week, Wednesday and Thursday, and that's when our next larger low moves into the area. That one could be a little bit more impactful than what we're expecting for tonight, but you can see that low moving in on Wednesday evening, and we should see a transition from rain over to snowfall with this. So once we head towards Thursday, looking at some mix and then some snow, which also remains the case even towards Friday. Still a lot of time to really iron out the details with this, but this looks like that general transition from rain to snow and possibly some breezy conditions along the cold front with that system too. So be sure to stay tuned for updates on that as we go through this upcoming week. And you can see in the 7-day forecast that will bring temperatures, at least high temperatures, a little bit closer to freezing at that time too. But we'll still continue with pretty seasonable temperatures for early December through the weekend and early next week, as we do have highs, Hannah, in the upper 30s and right around 40 for tomorrow.
Thanks, Matthew. We know you're on it.